The journey to becoming the best version of yourself starts with a single step. It isn't some distant dream, far out of reach. It's a choice, a decision you make every day. You may not realize it, but in each small moment, in every decision you make, you're building the person you're meant to become. It's not about waiting for the perfect plan or the perfect moment. It's about showing up, even when the world is quiet, when no one is cheering you on. It's about speaking kindly to yourself when everything goes wrong, and still choosing to move forward despite the challenges. You don't need to have all the answers right now. The beauty of transformation lies in the simple choices you make each day. Choosing to rise above distractions. Choosing to step out of your comfort zone, even when fear knocks at the door. The best version of you is not something you'll find in a flash of inspiration. It's in the way you keep moving, the way you choose to rise again after every fall. You see, becoming your highest self doesn't happen in a day. It happens over time, through persistence, through consistency. You're not waiting for life to change. You're the one who gets to make that change. Every day is an opportunity, a chance to make choices that align with the person you want to become. It may not feel like it at times, but each small step adds up. Choosing discipline over comfort, courage over fear, growth over stagnation, these choices compound over time. The power lies not in the grand gestures, but in the quiet, consistent decisions you make when no one is watching. It's easy to think that transformation needs to be loud, dramatic, or instant. But true growth happens in the mundane moments. When you decide to get up early, when you push through the discomfort, when you take responsibility for your actions, you are shaping your future. The path to becoming your best self is often filled with moments where you feel uncertain, where the road ahead is unclear. But it's in these moments that the most important decisions are made. You must trust yourself, trust your journey, and keep choosing even when the results are not immediate. The world will try to convince you that you need to be more successful, more perfect, more everything before you are worthy. But the truth is, the best version of you is not found in achieving more. It's found in being more of who you already are, brave, authentic, and unapologetic. There is a quiet power in transformation that often goes unnoticed. We expect it to be loud and dramatic, but real growth is a gentle unfolding. It's the small moments, the choices you make when no one is watching, that shape your destiny. Transformation isn't about becoming someone else. It's about shedding the parts of you that no longer serve your purpose and stepping into the full, authentic version of who you've always been meant to be. When you make the decision to embrace your truth, to stop running from the discomfort of change, you start to tap into your inner power. The world might not recognize your transformation right away, and that's okay. It's not for the applause or the validation of others. True growth is personal. It's about honoring your own journey, no matter how long or challenging it may seem. The hardest part is often choosing to start, but once you take that first step, you'll realize that every moment is a chance to build the person you want to be. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. Even in the face of setbacks, the best version of you is not waiting to be discovered. It's waiting for you to make the decision to become her day by day. One of the most powerful realizations is that you don't need permission to change your life. Stop waiting for someone else to validate your dreams, your goals, or your worth. Too many people sit on the sidelines of their own life, waiting for the green light to move forward, for someone to tell them they're ready, for the perfect time to take action. But the truth is, there is no perfect moment. The time is now. You are the permission you've been waiting for. Waiting for approval is a trap that keeps you stuck in potential. The world doesn't owe you validation, but it will support you when you decide to show up as your full self. You've been given everything you need to succeed, and it starts with choosing yourself. Your dreams don't need external validation. Your worth doesn't need to be confirmed by others. You get to decide who you are, what you're capable of, and when you're ready to step into your greatness. It's time to stop hiding. Stop waiting for someone else's approval. Your moment to shine is here, and it's up to you to seize it. There is no age limit on starting over. It doesn't matter how old you are, where you've been, or what you've done before. Every day you wake up is a new opportunity to begin again. Too often, people believe that if they haven't made it by a certain age or haven't accomplished their dreams by a certain point, they've missed their chance. But the truth is, as long as you're breathing, you still have time. You're not behind. You're exactly where you need to be. The key is to stop letting regret and fear of the past hold you back. You are not defined by your past mistakes or the things you didn't do. You are defined by the choices you make today. The person you are becoming is not tied to the mistakes of yesterday. It's tied to your willingness to begin again, to evolve, to rise despite the odds. Every day is a chance to rewrite your story, to set new goals, and to align your actions with the person you want to become. And it all starts with the courage to try again, even when you feel like giving up. Because growth doesn't come from perfection, it comes from persistence. We often think of self-love as something soft, like pampering ourselves with a treat or taking a bubble bath. But true self-love is fierce. It's about discipline. It's about setting standards for yourself and sticking to them, even when it's hard. It's about doing the work, even when it feels inconvenient, uncomfortable, or tiresome. Real transformation doesn't come from indulging your weaknesses. It comes from strengthening your willpower and pushing through your discomfort. Discipline is the act of showing up for yourself, even when the world isn't watching, even when there's no applause. It's in the decisions you make every day that honor your future self. When you choose discipline, you choose to honor your potential. You stop making excuses and you start taking responsibility for your growth. Your future self is built through the small, consistent actions you take today. And discipline is the bridge between where you are now and the best version of yourself. It's not about being perfect, it's about being consistent. Letting go of the need for approval is one of the most freeing things you can do for yourself. For years, we're taught to seek validation from others. We look for approval from our parents, friends, peers, or even strangers. We chase their opinions, their likes, and their praise. But the truth is, seeking external validation is a never-ending cycle that holds you back from truly being yourself. You can't become the best version of yourself while living someone else's idea of who you should be. True freedom comes when you stop editing your truth to fit into the mold others have created for you. You are not here to make others comfortable. You are here to rise into your full potential unapologetically. When you stop seeking approval, you start seeking alignment with your own purpose. You start listening to your own voice instead of trying to please others. And that's when you begin to fully step into the person you were always meant to be. Taking responsibility for your life is one of the most powerful steps you can take on your journey toward becoming your best self. It means accepting that you have the power to shape your destiny. No one is coming to rescue you, and no one is responsible for your happiness or success except you. It's easy to blame external circumstances, other people, or the past for where you are today, but doing so only keeps you stuck. The moment you take full responsibility for your life is the moment you unlock your power to change. Personal responsibility means making the decision to own your choices, both good and bad, and learning from them. It's about not letting life happen to you, but taking control of your actions and decisions. You have the power to create a life that aligns with your vision. The choices you make today will determine your tomorrow. Don't give that power away to anyone or anything else. You are the author of your story, and it's time you start writing it the way you want it to go. To grow into the person you are meant to be, you have to let go of what no longer serves you. This can be one of the hardest things to do, but it is necessary. Holding on to old beliefs, past mistakes, toxic relationships, or even outdated versions of yourself will only weigh you down. Transformation requires release. It demands that you shed the layers that no longer fit who you are becoming. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting the lessons you've learned. It means allowing yourself to evolve beyond them. It means choosing to step into a new version of yourself without the baggage of the past holding you back. Growth isn't linear, it's a constant process of shedding old skins, adapting, and embracing the unknown. The future version of you is waiting on the other side of your willingness to let go of the past. We often think that strength means being invincible or never showing weakness. But true strength lies in vulnerability. It's about being honest with yourself and with others about where you are, what you've been through, and what you're still working on. When you allow yourself to be vulnerable, you give yourself the permission to heal and grow. Vulnerability is the key to unlocking your true power because it frees you from the shame and fear that hold you back. By embracing vulnerability, you stop pretending to be perfect. You allow yourself to be human, to make mistakes, and to learn from them. The more you accept your flaws and your struggles, the more resilient you become. Vulnerability isn't weakness. It's a sign of strength because it takes courage to be honest and open about your journey. The road to becoming your best self is not always straightforward. There will be twists and turns, setbacks and failures. But trust the process. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to become stronger. The process of transformation is like planting a seed in the ground. It takes time to grow, but with patience, care, and persistence, you will see it bloom. Trusting the process means not rushing the journey. It means being kind to yourself along the way, even when things aren't going as planned. Remember, every step, every decision, no matter how small, is leading you closer to the person you're meant to become. Trust that everything you're going through is preparing you for something greater. And in the end, you'll be grateful for every part of the journey. Consistency is what separates those who succeed from those who don't. It's not about having bursts of motivation or waiting for the perfect moment. It's about showing up every day, even when you don't feel like it. Small, consistent actions compound over time, creating massive change. It's the little things, the daily habits, the small decisions, the relentless pursuit of progress that build the person you're becoming. Consistency is the key to growth. It's about making progress, no matter how slow it may seem. It's easy to get discouraged when results aren't immediate, but consistency will always win. The best version of you is built through steady, intentional actions, day in and day out. So don't focus on the big leap ahead. Focus on the small steps you can take today. Doubt is one of the biggest obstacles to personal growth. It creeps in when you least expect it, telling you that you're not good enough, that you're too late, or that you're not capable of achieving your goals. But doubt is nothing more than noise. It's the voice of fear trying to hold you back from your greatness. The truth is, you have everything within you to succeed, and your doubts are simply the distractions that will try to derail you. Silencing the doubt begins with trusting yourself. Every time you push past that voice of uncertainty, you build confidence. When you ignore the doubts and continue to take action, you prove to yourself that you are more than capable. The best version of you is not created by waiting for the perfect moment. It's built by taking bold, consistent action, even when you don't feel ready. Keep moving forward no matter how loud the doubt may get. In a world where everyone seems to be racing ahead, it's easy to feel like you're falling behind. But the truth is, your journey is your own, and it will unfold in its own time. There's no rush. There's no deadline for your success. When you trust your own timing, you free yourself from the pressure to compare your progress with others. You stop measuring your worth based on external expectations and start focusing on what you can control: your own growth. Each person's path is different. Some people blossom early, while others take longer to find their way. That's okay. Trust that your time will come. And when it does, it will be more meaningful because it's on your terms. Don't let the speed of others dictate your own pace. The best version of you will emerge exactly when it's meant to. Trust that the right opportunities will come at the right time, and in the meantime, keep moving forward with confidence. Perfectionism is a trap. It keeps you stuck in a cycle of trying to get everything just right, constantly waiting for the perfect conditions before you take action. But the truth is, perfection doesn't exist. It's a myth that only leads to frustration, self-doubt, and stagnation. When you hold yourself to an unrealistic standard, you never allow yourself the freedom to fail, to grow, or to try new things. The best version of you doesn't come from being perfect. It comes from being real. It comes from being willing to make mistakes, learn from them, and keep going. Don't wait for the perfect moment to begin. Take the first step and trust that the process will unfold as it should. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress. One of the most important aspects of growth is celebrating your progress. Too often, we're so focused on the end goal that we forget to recognize the small victories along the way. Every step forward is worth acknowledging, no matter how small it seems. Whether you made it through a difficult day, accomplished a challenging task, or simply showed up for yourself when it would have been easier to quit, celebrate that. These wins matter. Celebrating your victories, no matter the size, keeps you motivated. It reminds you of how far you've come and why you started in the first place. When you take time to honor your achievements, you build the confidence to keep pushing toward your goals. Growth is a journey, and every step you take is worth celebrating. Life is unpredictable, and the desire to control every aspect of it can be overwhelming. But the more you try to control everything, the more you'll feel out of control. True peace comes when you release the need to control the outcomes and learn to trust the process. You can't control everything that happens to you, but you can control how you respond. When you let go of the need to control every situation, you allow yourself the freedom to adapt, to grow, and to embrace the unknown. Life will throw challenges your way, but it's not about avoiding them. It's about how you handle them. Trust that everything is unfolding as it should, and focus on what you can control: your mindset, your actions, and your growth. Adversity is an inevitable part of life. We all face challenges, setbacks, and obstacles that can feel overwhelming. But adversity isn't something to fear, it's something to embrace. It's through these difficult moments that we build resilience, strength, and character. Every obstacle is an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to become stronger than before. When faced with adversity, don't shrink back, don't give up. Instead, stand tall, learn from the experience, and keep moving forward. The person you're becoming is forged in the fire of challenges. Resilience is built when you refuse to stay down after a fall. Each time you rise again, you become more powerful, more capable, and more confident in your ability to overcome anything. Creating healthy boundaries is essential to becoming the best version of yourself. Boundaries protect your time, energy, and emotional well-being. They allow you to prioritize your own needs and desires without feeling guilty or overwhelmed. When you set boundaries, you take control of your life rather than letting others dictate your priorities. Setting boundaries isn't selfish. It's necessary for your growth. It's about honoring your worth and ensuring that you have the space to show up as the best version of yourself. Don't be afraid to say no when something doesn't align with your values or your goals. Respect yourself enough to create the boundaries that will protect your peace and your purpose. Self-awareness is the foundation of growth. When you know who you are, what you want, and what truly matters to you, you are empowered to make decisions that align with your values and vision. Self-awareness means being honest with yourself about your strengths and weaknesses, your fears and desires, and your patterns of behavior. It's about looking inward and taking responsibility for your choices. Being self-aware helps you understand why you react a certain way in specific situations and how you can change those reactions for the better. It also gives you the power to identify what's holding you back and make the conscious decision to let go of those limiting beliefs or habits. The more you know yourself, the easier it becomes to create a life that reflects your true essence. Growth begins with the awareness that you are capable of more, and that the life you desire is already within your reach. Patience is often seen as a virtue when dealing with others, but it's equally important to cultivate patience with yourself. Transformation takes time, and no one changes overnight. The path to becoming the best version of yourself is a journey, not a race. There will be moments when you feel frustrated, when progress seems slow, and when the end goal feels far away. But remember, every step you take is a step closer to your destination. Patience with yourself allows you to embrace the process of growth, understanding that setbacks are just part of the journey. It gives you the grace to keep going, even when things aren't perfect. Don't rush your progress. Trust that everything is unfolding in the right timing. Celebrate the small wins and trust that every moment of effort is adding up to something great. Commitment is the key to achieving your dreams. It's easy to start something with excitement and energy, but the true test of success comes when things get tough. The road to becoming the best version of yourself will be filled with distractions, challenges, and moments when you feel like giving up. But your commitment to your vision is what will keep you going. Commitment means sticking to your goals, even when the excitement fades, when the initial motivation wears off, and when life gets in the way. It's about staying true to your purpose, no matter how difficult the path may seem. The best version of you is built on unwavering commitment. No matter how many setbacks you face, stay committed to the vision you have for your life and trust that your efforts will pay off. Within you lies an incredible source of strength that can carry you through the toughest times and help you rise above any challenge. When life gets hard, it's easy to doubt yourself, to feel like you're not strong enough to keep going. But the truth is, you've already survived every hard day you've faced so far. You've come this far because of your inner strength. Trust in that strength. Trust that you are capable of overcoming anything that comes your way. You've faced challenges before and emerged stronger for it. This next chapter of your journey is no different. Believe in your ability to handle whatever life throws at you, and know that your inner strength will always guide you through. Limiting beliefs are the invisible barriers that hold you back from reaching your full potential. These beliefs are often rooted in fear, doubt, and past experiences. They tell you that you can't achieve your goals, that you're not worthy of success, or that you're not capable of change. But the truth is, these beliefs are not facts. They're just stories you've been telling yourself. To become the best version of yourself, you must challenge these limiting beliefs, recognize them for what they are, false narratives, and replace them with empowering truths. You are worthy. You are capable. You have everything within you to succeed. Don't let the stories of your past dictate your future. You have the power to rewrite your beliefs and create a new, empowering narrative for your life. The final step in becoming the best version of yourself is choosing yourself. It's the decision to stop waiting for external validation, to stop waiting for someone else to tell you that you're ready. You are ready. The moment you decide to choose yourself is the moment everything changes. You are the permission you've been waiting for. You don't need anyone else to approve of your dreams or your goals. You have everything you need to start right now. Stop waiting for the right time, because that time is today. Your dreams are worth pursuing, and you are worth the effort. Choose yourself. Choose your growth. Choose to step into the version of you that you were always meant to be. You are never too late to begin becoming who you are destined to become. If you found inspiration in these words, like this video and join us for more empowering content that will help you continue your journey toward your best self.